Good morning, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. That's right. Welcome to the fourth episode of the Disney Collector Chat. And Lizzie, how is your Sunday going? How is your weekend? How is your week?
It's gone really well, actually. I went shopping yesterday with Mum, and we've got some shelves for my wishables. Remember how I kept asking you about that circular shelf? I've got a
Yes.
heart-shaped shelf now, so I'm hoping that'll look even better. How was your
Ooh,
week?
not bad. I mean, it's a little crazy. I talked to you, about my work, couple things, going on, some changes. I am finally working from home, but it's not as glamorous as I thought it was going to be. I feel like I was for the longest time just super jealous of people working from home, but now that I'm working from home, I don't know how I feel about it. Just because like I'm just so used to having these extra tools at my like office at work and then
Yeah.
home I don't have the same tools if that makes sense. So but the week went by fast and but as usual, the weekend is going back by faster, which kind of
Yeah,
stinks.
definitely.
But no, but I'm so happy you got yourself because I know that you and I were talking about how you were going to maybe make one or maybe have Joe make one for you.
It wasn't going to work. I mean, I've been looking in different stores, and there were like wire ones. But the thing is, if you put like a little wishable in the wire, they're going to fall through the wire. So I've got a proper wooden shelf that's heart shaped, and it's really, really cute. We've actually got two, so I'm hoping to
Oh,
have one on top of the other. I don't know where they're going, but at least I've got some storage for them.
well, I'm glad that you got them. And then we have our friends in the chat. I see Jody and Laura and Park Pioneer and Katrina. Hi, Katrina. And then Jody says that I need a stapler. You know what? I do. I don't have a stapler at home, but I'm thinking more of like I need like a second monitor because I'm using my
Yeah.
laptop for work, and at work I typically have two screens, so I just feel like it makes me more efficient. But we'll see what happens. But today, guys, we have a really fun episode. We have a lot of collectible news to talk about, and we are not only going to be talking pins and plushes, but we're also going to be talking Funkos today. And for that, we have a special guest today. We have Josh from Josh Goes to Disney. So help me welcome Josh. Good morning, Josh.
Good
Hello,
morning.
hello, hello. How's it
How are
going?
you?
I'm good. Not awake, at all.
Aw.
I don't get up this early. I'm not an early bird. I'm a night owl. Um, I'm up to like 5, 6, 7 a.m. usually.
Mhm.
So this is I'm excited to be here though. I'm excited because we're talking about Funko, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to have you here because now we can talk about like all kinds of collectibles. I mean, Lizzie collects Funko Pops, so do I, as you can see here. But I think you might have a lot more Funkos than we do. So yeah, I feel like we can even try to make that a little interesting today. Maybe guessing how many Funkos you have. Because I mean, I'm gonna put you full screen so people can see your wall of Funkos.
Hello, hello. Um, this is my wall. This is just some of them. There's another I think 3 or 4 shelves up that have
Oh
more on them.
wow.
And then I also have a Funko wall over here that's a bookshelf that's got all of the bigger Funkos on them, um, like the park exclusives and the rides and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, um, it's it's been a journey. doing it for I've been doing it for like a year or so, um, but it's been a fun journey. It's something that I really really enjoy. My main collection is Disney, so 99% of my collection is Disney. And there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Disney ones. So I don't think my collection will ever really be complete. But yeah, this is my thing. This is what I do. So
That's awesome. And funny, since I have you full screen for everybody to
that's
see, if you want to talk about your channel, when
okay.
did you start? Like, what's your channel about? Like, where do you want to go with your channel?
So my channel name is Josh Goes to Disney, as you can see. Oh, down there. Um, I started my channel a little over a year ago. It was June of 2019 when I started my channel. I started my channel in June when I was actually blacked out from Disney. So I started out doing a lot of mystery unboxings and little packages and trinkets and knickknacks, things like that. I did a lot of reactions to new Disney trailers, new movies, things like that. But I have slowly and gradually, because of what's going on in the world, have realized that my passion and realized that my channel is really for Funkos. So majority of my channel content is Funko Pops. I do mystery unboxings. I do hauls. I do hunting videos where I go out and I hunt for videos or hunt for Funko Pops throughout my city, and tips and things and releases of Funko Pops. But that's the majority of what my channel's about. I started my channel because I was told to. Someone was like, "You need a channel," and I was like, "Okay." So someone asked me what they wanted to me to video my perspective and my point of view when it came to Disney, because I was going so much at the time. Last year I was going at least 2 or 3 times a week to Orlando, which I am local, so it's not crazy. But they were like, "We want to see Disney through your eyes, and the best way to do that is videoing," which is what I started doing. I started vlogging, and I was getting really into vlogging, and I was doing really good with vlogging, and then the world happened. So I'm excited to get back into vlogging. So my channel going forward will be Funkos as well as Disney vlogs and Disney content. But I have kind of come to the conclusion that my channel. Sorry, I got a phone call. I apologize.
That's okay.
Someone took the phone and was like, it just went blank. But like I was saying, I feel like my channel is destined for Funkos because that's really what I enjoy, and it actually makes me happy to talk about it. So
That's awesome. I mean, that is definitely a cool and fun collection to have, Funko Pops. I mean, they're definitely addictive. Like, I started with just a few, and I haven't counted my Pops recently, but I know that I'm around 40, if not a little more. How about you, Lizzie? I know you also have a decent amount of Funko Pops.
I really should have counted them when I packed them, shouldn't I? Maybe around 50, something like that. And then I've got about 25 Harry Potter ones as well.
That's pretty cool.
But I've packed them all, and then I've had more arrive because obviously I do my monthly Pop in a Box videos as well. And
me too.
we spoke last week about me really wanting a Skyliner. So my mum bought me one.
Oh, let me make you full screen.
So
yay!
I'm really happy. He's going to stay in the box for now because, sorry, Josh, I do unbox them most of the time. And it's going in a glass cabinet, so I don't really want the box to take up too much space. But I'm really happy with this. But I've just got to pack it away to move because we move in 2.5 weeks.
Oh my goodness. Well, I am pretty let me make it normal. Here we go. Well, I'm so happy that you got your Skyliner. You were telling me about that earlier. Yeah. And I know you had been wanting that one for a long time now, right?
Yeah. There was another one I really wanted as well, which I managed to get about 2 months ago, which was the flocked Sully, because Sully is my favourite character, if you can't see behind me.
Yeah.
So that one's staying in the box as well, because I know that costs quite a lot of money. I got it from a friend, so I didn't have to pay how much it would go for on eBay, so I'm really lucky.
Lucky.
Good morning, Iki Mama Bear, Juliana. She's like, what do I see here? I didn't even know you were going live. Well, you made it. That's what matters. I also just recently got a pop. It's one of the pop rides. It just came out. I'm actually doing a video on that. So you get a little sneak peek. Let me just grab it real quick.
Oh, I know what this is.
Josh, any guesses?
I have a guess, I think.
Okay. All right. So
that is so cool.
So you want to hear something really funny?
What's that?
So I got mine as well.
Really?
There's something wrong with them.
No, I haven't taken mine out of the box.
It's not on the Funko itself.
on the box?
All of them were released without the Disney Park exclusive sticker.
Yes, that's something
Oh,
that
yeah.
that's something that I was talking about on my video. That I did see that the Disney Parks exclusive sticker, which would be in the front, it's not there. Oh, sorry for the glare. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
I don't. I think it was just an error on Disney's part when they shipped them out. But I researched a little bit of it, and I don't think there's really anything that we can do because I think they all came like that.
Hmm.
Because I know I have a friend on Instagram that bought one as well, and well, two friends, and they both didn't get one. So
Yeah.
it's really weird because that's part of what it is. It's a Disney Park exclusive, so they're supposed to have that silver sticker.
Yeah, like
And
the Skyliner, like let's see if you have yours, it has that little silver sticker.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is really weird. I did notice that. So I didn't know if it was like you said, like an error, or if they meant to do it that way since it got released online and not necessarily at the parks. But it should be at the parks too, right? Now that the parks are
yeah,
open.
it's at Springs. It was at Springs when it released that day, and then it's also at the parks. And it's going to be at Disneyland when it releases when they open.
Do you know if the ones that went to the park have the sticker or those don't have the sticker either?
Well, if you buy them online. If you buy a Disney Park exclusive online, like at Shop Disney, they come with a sticker on them.
But I mean, like this specific case with the Jungle Cruise, since we got it, from the website, doesn't have a sticker. Do you know if the ones at the park also don't have a sticker, or it's just like a error with all the pops and none of them have the stickers? That's where we're kind of going.
I do not 100% know, but I am pretty sure that the ones that we got and the ones at the park don't have stickers. I think it's a manufacturer issue. I think it's something that was not done correctly.
Yeah, what Katrina's saying is she wonder if the Jungle Cruise without the sticker will cost more on eBay.
I don't think so because they were all made that way.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean, that's crazy. But, we have so much to talk about. We have so many Disney collectible, news. So I kind of wanted to get into a couple things like the merch pass, some of the different releases. Lizzie, I know there were some wishable releases too, right?
Yes, I think there was. It's a Disneyland 65th, isn't it? I've missed out on them because I messaged you about it yesterday, didn't I? They always release without warning, so I can't ask you to pick them up for me, and then I always miss out on them. But I'm hoping they get restocked.
Now, was there another one besides? Because I know there was an annual pass holder wishable on the Disneyland 65th anniversary, like within their merch. Wasn't there like another one?
Yeah, they've bought out a set of 4. I don't have a picture on me, but I know that Mr. Toad's in there. I think one of the Tiki birds in there. Is it?
It was Tiki.
Jose.
It was Toad. It was the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's like one of the old 1950s Skyliner buckets as well, I think.
Yeah. But it was weird because they released it and it was only a limit of 1.
Limit of 1? But
yeah, on Shop
They
Disney.
usually do a limit of 10. Oh.
That particular one, the 65th anniversary one, you can only buy 1 online at a time.
Oh, I can imagine that's caused a storm because you can't even try and complete them. There's usually 4, but sometimes they've started putting in a chase. So, like, they might do the Skyliner bucket in blue, whereas it's in red on the site. They've started doing that now as well. Just to make things a little bit more difficult, you need to buy 5 to try and get 5. And I think the completer, the one that you don't buy in the bag, was the Monstro whale from the Storybook Canal, which I would really like, but unless the lady that I speak to on Facebook manages to get some duplicates, I probably won't be able to get any of those, unfortunately.
Oh, wow. And, the wishables that was within the 65th anniversary merch from Disneyland, it was an annual pass holder. So I couldn't get that one for you because anyway, I'm not a pass holder.
Thank you for trying.
Not yet though, but wow. Yeah, I mean, I think it's crazy how these like wishables releases are so popular. Like
I know.
I did see, the reason I found out about it is because I saw it on one of the Facebook groups. Like people were absolutely like crushed that it was like surprised and they couldn't get them. And I was like, oh my goodness, like the wishables. I mean, this is kind of like a newer thing, right? These came out like 2 years ago, maybe?
I don't even think even that long.
A year, maybe?
Maybe a year. When I went last September, they had them because I started putting little unboxings of them in the vlogs just to like fill it out, and so that I knew which ones I had before I left in case I wanted to buy any more. I'd rather do that than take them home and film a video and find I'm missing, say, Winnie the Pooh or something, which is what happened. Oh, I haven't got that one.
Let me put you full screen so that we can see what you have there. Oh, it's so cute.
Oh.
I got this in a box yesterday. I have this one. I don't have many because I don't collect them, but I seem to collect them because I keep getting them.
Oh, I've got that one.
Oh, so cute.
It's coming up in a video.
And then I have some Winnie the Pooh ones. And then I have Haunted Mansion, some Haunted Mansion ones.
Oh yeah.
But those are I got the Country Bear. Do you know the Country Bear's name? Because I cannot think of his name.
I hate to admit this, but I've seen the Country Bear show like twice, and the second time was in Tokyo, so it was all in Japanese. So I'm not very good with my Country Bears.
I'm no help either. Sorry. If one of you guys on the chat knows the name, feel free to put him out there, and I'll highlight your comment. Oh,
who is this?
Yes, we want to know. If you know, let us know.
Right.
But oh my goodness, not just the wishables. I mean, also the Disneyland 65th anniversary merchandise release was insane. So I had the link, days before, and I had opened it in my browser on my phone. So I thought that I was maybe, I was going to be preset for when the link went live. So, I was just like, okay, well, it's live. I go in and I'm number 8,900, almost like 9,000. I'm like, what is this? I've had this window open for since the day before. How am I almost number 9,000 when this starts? But you know what? I guess that wasn't that bad because some of my friends were number 34,000, 51,000. So, I mean, Josh, did you try for any of these items from the 65th?
I did not. And it's strictly just because I don't have a connection with Disneyland.
Okay.
The merch was fantastic. It was beautiful. The pins were insanely beautiful, like the jumbos they had of the map of Disneyland. That was really, really pretty. And then the Disneyland sign was gorgeous. But I don't have a connection with Disneyland, so I didn't really try for it, but I'm glad I did not. Because it was insane. I've heard stories of some people have told me, and it just does not. I mean, people were there, and there's some people that have a huge historical connection to Disneyland, and they tried for the lottery and they did not get it, so they didn't even get a chance to even attempt for stuff.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, but we also had a surprise Disney Studio Store Hollywood pin release. I don't know if you guys saw that on Instagram or on Facebook. So the Disney Studio Store Hollywood in California, they have the coolest, pins. I feel like the pins that they release are always, low LE. And when they do an online release, it's definitely crazy because not everybody can go to California and just do this, right? So they had a last minute release. I'm going to see if I can find a picture to show you guys. And I went in and I was number 3,000 something. Needless to say, I did not get anything because these were LE 300, LE 400. So yeah, I mean, this was another, I feel like this week has been full of releases. The DSFH, the Disneyland merch. And not only that, but we had the merch pass. What are your thoughts on the merch pass? Before I talk about my experience with it, what do you guys think about the merch pass on Shop Disney? Okay.
I'm not a fan of it. I mean, so I guess what I was talking about earlier was with the people not getting the lottery and stuff. I've seen Jessie Cherry's video, or she put up some stuff on Instagram about people that tried for it, and you got in the queue to wait for it to see if you got in the lottery to even buy the stuff, and people were doing that and then not getting it. So it's kind of crazy. I understand why they're doing it, to really like cut down on bots and trying to get people to not flip stuff. But I don't know. I don't think it's run. I don't think that's the way to do it.
Yeah. What do you think, Lizzie?
I agree with Josh. Like, I was hopeful that it was a way to stop the bots, but I think, you know, there's so much simpler ways to stop bots. You could just do that I am not a robot, and with the test with, you know, how many cars are in this picture. I don't know. I don't like them because I always fail them, but
Me too.
you know, there's nothing that they're doing on their website that says, you know, are you a bot or not? It just seems like they're pitting collectors against each other when they could so simply cut out the bots, and then everyone would hopefully get what they want. I mean, not necessarily with the Disneyland stuff, because, you know, the wait time showed that way more people wanted that than there was available. But I managed to get what I wanted, and I'm from the UK because I use someone who's got a US address. So in maybe 1 to 2 months, I might get my merchandise.
So what did you get? Or what did you order?
I've got a Spirit jersey for me and my mom to share, and I've got the limited release Mickey and Minnie pin, which is like $15, one of the more standard ones. Because as much as I wanted that big map jumbo pin, I don't have enough money for that.
It was pricey. I think it was like $110. You see, with the Disneyland 65th anniversary merch release, we got a little carried away. And while I'm a Disney World person and not a Disneyland person, I feel like they had a lot of cool stuff. Like, I ordered a Spirit jersey, like you did. I got the silver jumbo pin, which is like the map. It was a little pricey, but it was so pretty. And what else did I get? I got the Haunted Mansion pin. I got the Mickey and Minnie pin as well. I got the ears. And I think that's pretty much it. But that is still a decent amount of stuff. So I got that. As far as the merch pass through Shop Disney, I was really nervous about it, because I really wanted my Disney Castle Frozen pin, because I started the collection when Cinderella came out, and I got the case to put all the pins in there. So I was nervous that maybe because it's a lottery, maybe I couldn't buy it. I was under the impression it was just an early bird type of thing, that any leftovers were going to be on Shop Disney. I haven't seen any leftovers on Shop Disney yet. So what I did was, I was actually at work, so I couldn't put in. So my husband, he put it in for me, but then he told me how it was. So basically, you would just go in between Monday and Tuesday, the 13th to the 14th. And once you saw the items, you would select and enter your email, and that's pretty much it. And basically, if you were selected, you would get an email on the 16th letting you know what you were technically awarded to buy. And then you can either click on the link or log on to your Shop Disney account, and the items will automatically show up in your bag. Luckily, I was able to get the pin, because he entered me for the pin and the ornament. I didn't get the ornament. He also put in for himself to get a pin just in case I didn't get any, and he wasn't awarded anything. So I feel like the merch pass is hit or miss. I can't complain too much, being that I was able to get the one pin that I wanted, but I did see a lot of people were really upset that they didn't get it. Another thing that I did see, going back to Disneyland, is that when you were looking at the catalog, it would tell you how many items were left. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So I don't know. I feel like these releases have been crazy. Merch Pass on Shop Disney right now, it did work for me this time, but it makes me nervous that I don't know if Disney's going to try to rotate who gets what item for a following release. So if I did get the pin from the Disneyland Castle release, if they do the same with Minnie Mouse main attraction, because I saw that I got the pins for this, are they not going to award me the pins for the main attraction? So that kind of makes me a little nervous.
Yeah, that's a worry.
It's kind of upsetting that people did the lottery and then waited hours and hours and hours and didn't get anything. That's the thing. I would rather get on the site and then in 2 seconds be told, no, I don't have anything left.
Yeah.
And then be off and be on with the rest of my day than to sit there for hours and hours and hours and be in a queue and then be like, oh, well, now we're out, so we don't have what you want. And then the fact that you have to specifically pick what you want, and there's not like a check all button. I want to be able to available to get all of it if I can.
Yeah.
And then things like that. I think personally, if they would simply just require on Shop Disney for you to have an account in order to buy something, where you actually have to sign in to your Disney Experience app or your Disney Shop Disney app or account in order to buy something, I think that would limit down the number of bots, because bots don't have accounts. They check out as guests. So I think if they simply would just, hey, you have to have an account in order to buy this particular item going forward. You can buy whatever you want, open edition or whatever you want as a guest, but on limited edition releases and special releases, you need to have an account with an email address attached to it in order to buy things on this website. Because if you don't have that, then it's not going to be available for you. And then I think they need to strictly limit the amount of items you can buy.
Yeah, I agree. Like, so these were two like crazy releases. Disneyland merch, you actually waited on your queue and you could not close your browser. And I was waiting for literally hours until I could get in. With the merch pass, the only thing is that at least you just enter and that's it. You can just go about your day. And then if you get an email, that's wonderful. You got your stuff. If you don't get an email, well, that sticks. So, I mean, at least with the merch pass, you don't have to have your browser open and sit on the queue. But I think, like Josh said, I'd rather just know whether I can get it or not, and not just kind of like wait and hope that I get an email saying that I got my pins or my ornament or whatever item that I wanted from the Disney Castle collection. So yeah, lots of stuff going on this week. And then Disney also released the pin flyer for the month of July. So I'm going to see if I can share it real quick.
Am I mistaken, or is there no cruiser pin this month?
I didn't see one. I'm actually trying to see if I can share my screen. You guys let me know if you can see it.
Yeah,
It's up there.
Okay, so I reshared it from Disney Pins blog. Disney Pins blog has been working with Disney, so they kind of work on the flyer together. So as you can see, it's a little tiny, but you can see that already on the 17th, we just had another pin from the 20th anniversary of pin trading, which was Goofy. We had the Black Cauldron, and we had DuckTales, which I think is so cool because I feel like you don't really see many DuckTales pins out there. This was for the 30th anniversary. And then on the 23rd, so this week, we're going to have a Coco pin. We're going to have the newest I Collect pin, and this one is going to be celebrating Nightmare Before Christmas, which I know NBC is such a popular movie with like a lot of people. The collectibles for that movie are always very, very popular. We're going to have a pin on the month, Mickey Mouse pin. Then we're going to have from the cereal boxes, Oogie Boogie. So we have two NBC releases this Thursday. We also have the Mickey Mouse and Friends World Emoji Day. And on the 30th, look at how many releases. We're going to have 12 early pins on the 30th. So we're going to have, let's see, we have Fuzzy Bear. We're going to have two of the 20th anniversary of pin trading pins. We're going to have Daisy Duck and Chip. And if I'm not mistaken, with these three pins that are coming out this month, with that, you should be able to put all the pins together and it kind of forms this sort of octagon. So it should look pretty cool. We are also going to have three of the Enchanted Emblem pins and the Old Hag pin right here on the first row horizontally. That pin was supposed to come out in January, but they kind of switch around the character. So they're going to release it now. And as you can see, we have some Star Wars pins. We have Kylo Ren. We have a Hercules pin. I feel like we don't see many Hercules pins either. And then we also have from Atlantis, which is one of those movies that I haven't seen yet. I need to watch this movie. But yeah, we have so many different pins. And which one was the pin that you asked me about, Josh?
The Cruisers pin, the Disney Cruisers.
I haven't seen any, at least it's not on the July flyer. So maybe it would be on the for August. So, but yeah, so many releases. Like when I share that with my husband, who's kind of getting into pins a little bit with me, which I think is kind of cool. We were like, oh my goodness, we're gonna spend so much money during the month of July. On the 30th alone, we're getting 5 pins. So I don't know about you guys, but are you trying to get any of these pins this month, or you think that there's nothing really that you really want or that you collect?
I'm quite lucky that there's none that I really collect because my main collections are park attraction pins, Walt pins that are right behind me, and up pins. So usually it's around December that I get upset because if there's any pin with Walt's face on, I have to have it. I missed out on one on an Instagram sale last week and I'm still salty about it.
Do you know which pin it was? Like, do you have like a picture of it? Maybe we can try to help you find it.
I can send it to you later. It's really, really tiny. I could basically just make out his face and I just
Okay.
sort of like said, yep, sold, but someone had beat me to it while I was trying to decipher what it was.
Oh no. Well, yeah, definitely send it to me. I can try to see if I can try to help you get it.
Thank you.
Yeah. What about you, Josh? I know that you're kind of like reducing your pin collection. Are there any pins that you think you want to get, or you think that you're, you know, not so much into pins anymore?
So I have really got rid of my pins. I really want to have my sole focus on Funkos.
Mhm.
My main collection when I was collecting was Merida and Brave, so I have a lot of Merida and Brave pins that I have total. Nothing in that series or of this month that I'm really interested in to begin with. But I'm not. I've also told myself not to buy anything on Shop Disney anymore
Okay.
because of the fact of one pin costs the same as 2 pins in the park.
Oh,
With
with like
shipping. Yeah, if you buy one pin at a time, yes. But if you buy more than one, it makes sense. But for me, I would rather go to the park and see if I can get it at the park and get my annual pass discount. Because I bought the cruisers pin from June, which was the People Movers, and it cost me $25, which that's 2 pins at Disney World. So I have kind of been turned off by Shop Disney with pins, but I also don't really collect pins anymore. I've been selling all of them, so. But I mean,
gotcha.
the DuckTales one is really pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We actually ordered that one because my husband collects DuckTales and he loves Scrooge McDuck and stuff. So we had to get that pin. So I ordered that one. And yeah, it's an expensive month. But yeah, I mean, talking about expensive and crazy releases, we gotta talk about Funkos some more. I mean,
Yeah.
this week we have the San Diego Comic-Con releases, and I see that Juliana said, let me highlight her comment. She said, Funko website will go crazy on July 22nd, and they decided to release Dwight. Dwight is a character from The Office, and a couple weeks ago, Funko had this special Dwight Funko Pop with the little Princess Unicorn doll, and the website crashed. It was crazy, and I remember see it on. I think actually Juliana might have sent me this like screenshot that Funko had pulled Dwight from the website, and then they were going to re-release it with the San Diego Comic-Con releases. So yes, it is going to be insane. Are you guys looking to get any of the Funko Pops from the San Diego Comic-Con? I know they have the Funko Shop exclusives, and I also have the different releases from the different retailers. So what are you guys getting? Are you excited for any of these Funkos that are coming out?
I mean, I am. I'm excited for all of the releases. I definitely wish there was more Disney available. Like 90% of them are non-Disney Funkos, but
Right.
which I don't collect anything like that. So I think I'm good. I think I'm good on just like one, maybe two.
Mhm.
I know I told you last night the one, but after looking at the list again and after the pictures, there might be a second one that I'm going to go after. But both of mine are going to be on Box Lunch, so I only have to go to one website.
Okay.
So I'm good with that. I also get $1 shipping on Box Lunch, so ka-ching. So I am going to be going for the Yzma cat from
Okay.
Emperor's New Groove, and then I'm also going to go for the Kevin alien. So I think that the Kevin alien is going to be super, super cute. And then I'm also going to go for Yzma just because Yzma is like the best. So
Definitely. What about you, Lizzie? I'm actually trying to see if I can share the releases with you guys so that we can see the pops. And so this is the one for the UK. Can you guys see it?
Yeah. So I spoiled because I want the exact same as Josh. So you shared this with me earlier, Mel. So we already know that the Kevin is coming to Pop in a Box, which is great for me because I'm a subscriber with Pop in a Box, which means I will get 10% off my order, even if it's a limited edition. And the Yzma cat, which I need to get for my boyfriend Joe, who loves the Emperor's New Groove, is coming to the Disney store. I did talk to you a little bit about that earlier because with the Disney store, it will probably be double the price of a regular Funko Pop, and then I've got to add shipping on top. So I really hope it comes to the store because when we move house, I'm only going to be 10 minutes away from my nearest Disney store. So it just makes more sense to go to the store rather than pay the shipping because it's an expensive pop anyway for being LA. And then pay shipping as well. I'm just not willing to do it. But it is for Joe, so I don't mind. I'm just hoping that I manage to get one and that Park Pioneer managed to get one as well.
Oh, definitely. And I'm actually sharing now I first shared the United Kingdom releases. This is the one for the US. Pretty much it's the same pops, just, share or released by different retailers. So I can see what Josh was saying that both of the pops he wants are from Box Lunch because you see the Yzma one, which I think is adorable. And then,
so cute.
yeah, and then the Kevin one, it's like really got the little, excuse me, little green man dressed as Kevin. And then there are just so many cool releases. And look at the ones from the Funko shop, like Ninja Turtles, like what? And there are just so many cool ones. And even Walgreens is joining in on the fun with the Deadpool one, and Walmart and Target. Tell you what, that Stanley pop looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. It actually looks really, really cool.
It does. And I'm not an Emperor's New Groove collector, but that Yzma one is just so cute. And
I don't have
GameStop,
any either.
really?
I have no Emperor's New Groove Funko Pops, but I need Yzma.
It's adorable. Yeah, I think she looks adorable. And then GameStop has all the little creatures. I see Pokemon, and then I see Hello Kitty, and there's just so many cool releases. And Walmart's got the Back to the Future pop too. So I can totally see how this is gonna be one crazy week. I did see that on the 22nd, it's when the Funko Shop pops are going to go live. It's going to be at 5 p.m. California time, 8 p.m. Orlando or Florida, New Jersey, Eastern time. And then on the 23rd, that's when all the retailers are going to go live at midnight, from what I saw. So this is pretty exciting. So far, I just really want to see if I can get the Dwight pop, but I don't know if I might try to go for any of the other pops, but we'll see.
Funko Shop has been failing hard. There's been a lot of conflict and a lot of I don't want to use the word hate, but a lot of people are not fans of how the Funko Shop is doing their stuff right now. There's the release that they put out that says that they really are trying to prevent bots from tapping on their site for this release. So I'm really hoping that everybody has a fighting chance in order to get it. But the last couple of major releases, the Funko Shop has like crashed. It's been not very pleasant to work with. So the amount of Funkos that they're releasing, they have the most Funkos of any retailer.
Oh yeah.
So they have like double of anybody else. So there's gonna be a lot of people on that Funko Shop from like 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, ready to go, waiting for their Funko Pop, ready to take which one they want. So I think that Dwight is definitely going to be the most popular. Everybody that wanted Dwight at the beginning wants Dwight now, even like 10 times more than they did at the beginning. So I'm not off. I've never seen Office. I've never seen The Office, so I don't. I'm like, why is he holding a little princess little thing? But
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
try to
what
see if
that.
I can find it. I'm gonna close my camera so it doesn't look I'm staring into space as I'm like looking for this pop. But oh my goodness, the that Dwight pop is just so cool, and you definitely need to check out The Office. I think The Office is just hilarious. I mean,
Yes.
Lizzie, have you checked out The Office?
Yeah, I really love it, and Joe really loves it as well. But funnily enough, I worked in retail when I watched The Office, so I think now I actually do work in an office, I'll enjoy it more. Like,
Yeah.
I'll get more of the jokes. So I was planning on starting it, but Hamilton and stuff like that, I've been a bit busy with Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's another one that I need to check out. I need to check out Hamilton, and I think I just found a post. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. And this is actually an Instagram page that or profile that I really like. I really like dis.pops because they always have the latest on like Funko Pop releases. And that is that Dwight Pop that I want. And I guess this is where I had seen it that, they will be relaunching Dwight with the SD CC exclusive this week.
That's so
So
cool.
yeah, this is adorable.
I
I
mean,
mean, yeah.
if you want something from Funko that's not Dwight, I feel like you might have a fighting chance because I feel like everybody's gonna want Dwight. So you may have a good chance of getting the actual Funko Pop that you want because everybody's gonna be focused on Dwight.
Yeah.
But I think that with them re-releasing on that particular day, um, I think that Funko website is gonna be packed with people.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at that one comment. Just noticed that comment that from Funko Fanatic. Like, I really don't think Funko could make it any worse, but they
Yeah.
would find a way to outdo themselves. Like, I can see how the Funko website is going to go insane on
Bonkers.
Wednesday. Oh yeah, I mean, it was just with the one Dwight release, and it was just like one of those pop-up releases, and the website crashed. Like, it
Yeah.
destroyed the website so much that they had to pull it and decide to re-release it. So I can only imagine how crazy it's going to be this week. But I really want that Funko Pop. I know there are some people that were actually able to get this Dwight Pop when it originally released on the Funko website, and I am super jealous. But I will see what happens. Hopefully, because they haven't really announced it within the flyer, people will kind of forget because I feel like only people that are constantly looking for like Funko news and things like that are the only ones that know. So I think that because it's not so much out there that this pop is going to be within these releases, hopefully that means that the people that still want it, like me, can maybe get one. Another thing that I really like is that it's being released at a time where I'm not at work. So
That's
Yeah, that's
lucky.
true.
yes,
I
which is
like that they're doing the retail exclusives at midnight.
me too.
I love that a lot because there's going to be less people available. Less people are going to be out and about ready to go.
Yeah.
I personally like that they're doing online only. I think the reason why is because there's going to be less pops in stores. So there's going to be more on the website. So there's going to be more available to purchase on the website because all of the Funko Pops they created are going to be online.
Yeah.
So if you have to split it evenly with stores and online, there's less online, obviously, because there's half and half. But if you put everything online, there's going to be more quantities available, which I don't think that there's any that are number exclusives, right? The only one I know that is like limited edition of like a size is the Toucan. That's
Oh,
going to
really?
be, yeah, there's a Toucan that you have to go and you just sign up for something and you have to go to like their highest tier or something, and I think it costs like $500 or something in order to do that, and then that gives you the ability to then go and buy the Funko.
$500 tier to get a pop.
Yeah.
Lizzie, this is way over that double the price thing that we were talking about.
Yeah. Well, then the Funko Pop though is like a limited edition of like a super super low amount, which means that Funko Pop will then be worth a ton, like a ton of money. So it's more of an investment, I think. But
Mm.
to me, it's like it's a toucan.
Yeah.
Like, what does it mean? What is it for? Why are you releasing a toucan? So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how the more limited the edition size is, the more valuable it is. And when you were saying that people have to sign up to be able to have access to this pop, it reminded me of the recent D23 pin release on Shop Disney. Because I know that some of
oh
our
yeah,
friends, like Park Pioneer, who's on the chat, hello, ended up signing up for D23 just to get these pins. Luckily, D23 is not as expensive. It's not a $500 membership, but I can see how people are, are willing to subscribe or become members of certain things if they can have access to limited edition items, which, like you said, Josh, they're technically an investment
yeah,
because, hey, if you sign up for $100 for this membership and you get this pop, and let's say this pop you can sell for $1,000 later, hey, you just made $500. Because I
Yeah.
mean, it's not uncommon for some of these collectibles to go for so much money. I mean, look at the Disney like profile pins. Like those profile pins were the retail was like $24, $25, and some of them go for $1,000, $2,000 based on the character. So I can see how it can be an investment. But then again, if you're like me, I tend to hoard what I buy. So and then I just have everything here, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, you see this pop? It's worth $500, but I'm keeping it. So
right.
so I don't know. Sometimes if you're like me, it might be like an investment in your mind, but then if you keep it, I guess you're not really doing much with it.
So
Me,
I
you
just
feel
looked
free.
up the exact information that you have to do in order to get the toucan, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. That's what the toucan looks like.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, and he's holding a flag that says San Diego Comic-Con International. But the New York Comic-Con Museum, or the new Comic-Con Museum, tier 4 or 5 charter member item is here. It says you have to sign up for the tier 4 or tier 5 Comic-Con museum charter member, and then you receive the limited edition Funko Pop Red Astronaut Toucan, which is going to be a limited of 1,000 pieces.
Wow. I think that was on the flyer when I was sharing
Yeah.
the that's insane though. And I see Park Pioneers comment, guilty. It was nearly $200 for me to sign up. She's talking about D23. Thanks, international postage. Wow.
Yeah, my friend is a member of D23, so I have some pins, or friends that collect pins that were able to pick them up. She was able to pick them up for one person and then herself. So
That's nice.
it was the one with the Emperor's New Groove. I think it's the one that she bought. But they had a limit of 2 sets per member. So she was able to get one for herself and then one for a friend of ours.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I think that's like the first time that I used my membership for something because I haven't been able to go to any events. I became a member last year because on Black Friday they had a deal where the membership was 50% off for
Wow.
the family. Yeah, the family membership I believe is $120 for the family gold membership. So I wanted my husband to also be a member just in case he needed to get something, on his own. I don't know. So it cost me $60 because it was 50% off. So I
Which
took
is
the
not bad.
opportunity. Yeah, I decided to become a member. And not only that, they're now giving you like a free gift when you become a member. I think they've been doing that for the last couple of years or few years. So last year, the gift was something that Lizzie has too. It's a really nice pin set. It was like they were like gold and they had like different anniversaries of like different things. Do you have it handy right now, Lizzie? If not, that's okay.
I'll get it. One
So
second.
yeah, like that pin set alone was definitely worth the $60. Probably more. Maybe you could probably sell that or maybe for $100. So for the pin set alone, it was totally worth becoming a member. But since then, I haven't used my membership for anything. So when I saw that we had some exclusive pins that we could get, I decided to get them. I don't know if I'm going to keep them or if they're going to become traders at some point, but for now, I thought they were just really. I felt like special that I could get a pin that with my membership. But another thing with the D23 membership is that they have these plushes that are released on Amazon. And then D23 members get like an early access to these plushes. And Lizzie is back. Do you have that pin set?
I don't know where I've put it.
That's okay.
I think I packed my coin collection after our video last week, so it might be with my coin collection because I was packing things that I need to do videos of, so that they're all together.
We did show it. Was it on last week's episode of the?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah, so definitely check out the playlist, and you can check out the pin set, which to me was totally worth signing up just for the
gorgeous.
pin set. Yeah, and I think that having an early access to some merch, like I said, the Disney plushes are released on Amazon as a D23 member. I think that's pretty cool. It's like a neat advantage. So, am I going to renew my membership even if I haven't been to any D23 events? Yes. Hopefully, they have another deal for Black Friday. I know that last year, if I'm not mistaken, the deal was only for new members. But even if I don't still get that discount, I think I still want to renew my membership. What about you, Lizzie? You think you're going to renew?
My renewal is next month, I think, or this month. But the thing is, like I can't get the Amazon plushes because of the shipping.
Oh.
I was given Park Pioneer's address to have things shipped, so I might look into it. But the one I really wanted was March's, and I didn't get it. So I've kind of like passed the boat to get the Mickey plush that I wanted now. But I'll have a think about it, because it's definitely worth it just for the member gift. But I'm not a massive fan of this year's member gift. I've seen a picture of it on Instagram, and I wasn't blown away because obviously we had that beautiful pin set last year because it was a special occasion. It was 10 years, but I don't know.
What is the gift this year?
I think there's a few pins, but it's like, you know how they do artifacts sometimes that are like a copy of like a drawing or something. I think Mel's going to get it up.
Yeah, don't mind me. My camera went away, so again, it doesn't look like I'm staring into space. I'm gonna see if I can locate the D23 gift for 2020.
Do you have this pin, Liz?
I don't. Is that a Lion King pin?
It's the 20th anniversary of Animal Kingdom pin.
Oh, that's so cool.
But when you open it, this is the reason why I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send it to you.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God. It's a Walt pin.
Oh, it's Walt.
Amazing.
He has two fawns, baby deers, that he is using as a
he used them
thing
for
to draw.
Bambi, didn't he?
Yeah. So inside the pin is him drawing Bambi with the two deers right in front of him. And that's inside. It's a limited edition of 4,000, but it's for the 20th anniversary. So.
That's very sweet of you, Josh. So this is the D23 gift for 2020. So this is 23 Fantastic Worlds. I see a pin set in there, a little bandana. It looks like there's some like cards and postcards. And I mean, I think it's really cute. I mean, is the pin set as cool as the one last year? I don't know about that.
I can't remember what the pins are. It's quite hard for me to say. I'm squinting at the screen.
Oh, I don't know if I can make this if I can make it bigger. But I don't know if you can see my little.
Do they have them down lower, like I guess, like separated?
Like a bigger screen?
Yeah.
Let me see. Postcard.
I think it just went away on that postcard set.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Just because I think I did see it moving. Oh, I think
I know there's a Star Wars one. The thing is,
yeah, they're
the
right there.
Monsters Inc. one was the one that you had to buy, wasn't it?
Repeat that.
And the Monsters Inc. pin came with the set that you had to buy on Shop Disney, so I wasn't blown away by this particular set. I mean, I'd still have it if I could afford the membership, but there's no film that really shouts out at me.
Yeah, I think the pins are okay. I mean, I don't collect Chernobog, and I don't collect Toy Toy Story or Pizza Planet. So really, those are not. I don't collect any of these pins. I don't collect Star Wars, even though I do have some Star Wars pins. But I think it's still cool. I think it's still cool because I feel like they're still, they're just exclusive to the membership. So I think they would still be cool to get. I'm not blown away. They're definitely not like the ones last year, but I mean, it's cool. I don't know. I still like them, but not blown away. I definitely like the ones from last year a little better.
Yeah.
The ones from last year are like really regal looking. Like they're so like the gold with the black. They're just like so sleek looking to me. And like you see them from afar and you're like, that's a set. That's a pin set. You can tell. But like the pin that they're releasing this year, they're just like, they look like a book collection of pins they put on one board.
Yeah.
Whereas the ones from last year were just like, you can tell that they're a set.
Yeah. And plus you had a lot more pins last time. You had, what was it? I think 10 pins, right, Lizzie?
I think it was 10, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'll probably still renew just because I find them pretty cool, and just because they're exclusive makes me feel like special. But we'll see.
Yeah, it's prestigious, isn't it? Like being in that club, you feel special because it's like you've got prestige, saying like I'm a D23 member. But being in the UK, it's a little bit harder because I can't really justify any of the shipping costs.
But then again, you have your bragging rights. Like I'm a D23 member.
We love the bragging rights.
Early releases to like Disney pins or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Stop Disney. They should give y'all something else. They should give y'all like, instead of just the Amazon ones, like, you know what? We're releasing a limited edition pin today. D23 members get it today. Everybody else gets it tomorrow.
Yeah. Like, have you seen that Amazon exclusive Funko set of all of the Mickey Pops on like
It's so pretty.
If I could get my hands on that, I would definitely have that. But they're releasing them individually as well, so I might just get a couple of the individual ones.
I think they still have the full set.
Oh, do they?
I'm not 100% sure if it's currently available. I think it may be available whenever it goes live because it was only on pre-order at the time. So it's still available. I think they're going to sell it as a set eventually, but at the time it was only pre-order. But they started pre-ordering them individually. So,
yeah, I've seen the individual
really
ones.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've seen those.
They're on Pop in a Box too, so you get 10% off.
I've put a thumbs up for all of them because I'm not sure which one I would buy if I went to just buy the one. I'm leaning towards the Plain Crazy because in my new house I'm going to have this whole wall. Like I've got a little bit there, but I've bought another picture. I've bought some shelving, so I thought if I had like a really retro looking Mickey Pop, then I could put him there as well. But they need to just bring out a Walt Pop or a partner statue Pop. Why can't they do that? Like I would pay hundreds for a partner statue Pop.
The best idea I've ever heard of my whole entire life.
Or the storyteller statue, because you can't buy anything for the storyteller statue, and it really irritates me because it's a really beautiful statue.
They need to create a Funko Pop that's Walt Disney, and then the chase needs to be him holding Mickey Mouse as a plush.
Yes. That picture where he's like surrounded by Mickey plushes is one of my favorite pictures.
Chase could be like the bronze statue, like him in bronze, like as like like they did that with like Stan Lee at one point. Like you could do that as like as Walt Disney with like Mickey Mouse, and then the next one could be him like drawing Mickey or doing something crazy. Oh my gosh.
I'm really surprised they haven't done anything Walt yet, especially like you say, considering that the Stan Lee ones, and Stan Lee is to Marvel what Walt is to Disney. I don't understand why it hasn't come out yet. Maybe. Are we coming up to an anniversary of his? No, he died in '66, didn't they?
The Disney World anniversary is coming out next year, but that's the only thing that's coming out. I don't know anything about him in particular. I think if they would have done something, it might have been like his birthday, or they could have done it.
Next year would be 110 years since. No, 120 years since he was born.
Oh wow!
So maybe they could do that. I think he was born in 1901.
I think that if they do it, I think they may be nervous to do it because they're going to get a lot of critique and a lot of backlash if they don't do it right. And if they don't, I feel like I feel like Disney fans are a lot more aggressive when it comes to Walt Disney than the Marvel fans are to Stan Lee. So
Yeah,
like, I feel like if they make a Funko Pop of Walt Disney, they're gonna have to really, really make sure he's perfect in
yeah.
order to
I
release
mean,
him.
I've got the bronze bust. It was my 21st birthday present off my parents, and
Mhm.
I made sure he looked perfect. Whereas there's been a few pins where they've like carved his face, and I've gone, no, that's not good enough. I'm really protective of him, like he's actually my own family. Like
Because he
I'd
is.
die to protect Walt.
I mean, he is like he's like our grandfather or something in that way
Yeah,
when it
Oh
comes
yeah.
down to it.
yeah,
Absolutely. But I agree with you. I feel like Disney fans are not afraid to speak their mind and say their opinions on things. And if there's a Walt Funko Pop, I think that'll be amazing. But if he looks a little funny, I know that people are it's going to be an uproar.
yeah,
Because Funko's, they're the way that some of their stuff, the products are not coming out fully like perfect. They're starting to get a little slack when it comes to a lot of their releases. Like a lot of their Funkos are not coming out to be like they have imperfections and some of the painting's not correct all the way. So if they were to do it, they would need to take their time, take a couple years, hand paint every single Funko Pop,
yeah.
and
He would
make sure
probably
it's
have to
perfect.
be like very, very limited, hand painted. You know, you can't let a 3D printer do this. It needs to be spot
Right.
on.
Do you know how they have pop rides, Funko Pops?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
like different things. They need to release one of Walt Disney riding his train.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that would be so good.
Like his train that he used to ride in his yard.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Or even like the main street trains, like the Disney trains, like him being on the
yeah,
front, like sitting outside, like, hey, like that kind of stuff.
yeah.
With
I mean,
Mickey.
it's not like they don't have a picture to reference. There's loads of
Right.
pictures of Walt on a train, so they could totally do it.
I mean, if we can do a Jungle Cruise boat, we can definitely do a Disney World train or Disneyland train.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. But I think that Mickey should be in that train with Walt.
Yeah, he
yeah,
should holding the stuffed animal or something, like holding Magic or Mickey as a plush, and then him like, hey guys, like holding on to it. That would be
yeah.
amazing.
I'd really
Oh
like a
yeah.
Small World pop ride as well.
Are they going to be or do they? Is that what you're asking?
I'd like them to do one because they've done
Oh, me
like
too.
loads for the Haunted Mansion, and I think next year should be 20. No, not 25. 7. No. I can't
Yeah,
remember
that
when
would
Small
be a
World
really
is.
good idea.
It should be 65 years since Small World in 66, I think.
Yeah, but could you imagine like them doing a whole entire set of all like a little character from every single
Yeah.
country?
I mean, they've
Oh.
done it with traditions. You can get Disney traditions for most of the countries, so it would make sense to do Funko Pops, even if it's just like mystery minis that you put on a pop ride, but then you'd have to unbox it. So I suppose that wouldn't be very popular.
Yeah. I mean, but when is the 65th anniversary of It's Small World? Or when is the anniversary? Do you know?
The World's Fair was in 1966. I've got a T-shirt that says it. I was going to wear it last week, funnily enough, for this live stream. I think it was like March 66, so it should be next year, shouldn't it?
Next
'Cause
March
it
should
was
be
the year after.
55.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because whoops, this was the 65th anniversary of Jungle Cruise in Disneyland. It was on Friday the 17th, which I can see how maybe that's why they decided to release it because it just turned
Yeah.
65 in Disneyland. So I can see how maybe they
Yeah.
might do something like that for the anniversary when it hits like a milestone like that. Maybe
Yeah.
because I think that would be a really cool one because I feel like It's a Small World has such a large fan base. Morning, Mr. Techbot.
Well, maybe it was
So
65. I don't know whether the World's Fair was just before Disneyland opened, but if they haven't done it this year to coincide with the 65th, they may never do it. Because the thing is, Small World isn't everybody's cup of tea, is it? It's a bit, you either really, really love it like I do, or you absolutely can't stand it. There's no one that just likes it, really. So it's a bit of a controversial one.
Me, So I
You
don't
hate
love it.
it.
I don't love it. I don't hate it, but I'll ride it if it's available. Like, it's one of those
Yeah.
things where, like, okay, so we're at Disney World today. It's super, super busy, and there's nothing else available to ride. Oh, look, there's a fast pass for Small World. Let's go ride Small World.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
like that kind of situation, I'm not going to be like, oh, there's a Space Mountain and a Small World. Which one are we going to go on? Like, we're going to obviously go on Space Mountain. But like, Small World to me is not that big of a deal like people think it is. I really think people overreact to Small World, which is
I
crazy to
have a
me.
feeling I know why you feel that way, because since you're Disney World, you only
Ours is
know the
boring.
worst Small World.
It's so boring.
Walt Disney World has the worst Small World, and Park Pioneer will agree, because
It
it's
stinks.
indoors. There's nothing special about the facade or anything.
And it's right there across from Peter Pan's Flight. So
Yeah.
it's also, you can't really do anything design-wise for it. Whereas like the Disneyland one, they have the boat outside and you can ride in front of it. There's also, they light the thing up for Christmas.
Yeah.
Whereas we don't get any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So plus ours stinks.
I agree.
So bad. It
I
stinks
agree.
like your grandmother's attic. It's bad.
Like, I agree with you because we did Disneyland last year. So I think the one in Disneyland, California, it's a lot better. I love that they incorporated like some of the characters from some of the Disney movies. So it just kind of makes it feel more
Yeah.
Disney, if that makes sense. I was kind of laughing at Mr. Techbox comment. It's usually nap time for me. But you see, I'm kind of like you, Josh. Like, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I like it. I think it's cool. Like, I think that if there's a fast pass, I'll definitely get on it. I think it's relaxing and it's always hot outside. So why
Yep.
not get on Small World and relax and just have that song stuck in your head. Yeah, so that's what I had in my head this whole time as we were talking about It's a Small World. But I do like the Disneyland California version a little better. But I disagree with you, Josh. If it's in between It's a Small World and Space Mountain, I'm going with the Small World.
Why? Are you not a roller coaster fan?
I'm not, but I have gone on this now Space Mountain before. I just feel like to me it's a little jerky, and
Oh, it for sure is.
it's not as jerky as Matterhorn. Matterhorn
Oh.
killed me. In Disneyland, California, it is Matterhorn. They should call it the Bone Crusher. Like, it is like my body ached after Matterhorn. So it's not like that, but I feel like Space Mountain is a little jerky for me, and because it's dark, I feel like I can quite brace for the turns. I know it doesn't go like crazy fast, but it feels like you're going crazy fast.
Well, I know when you go on Space Mountain that all it is a drop and a turn, drop and a turn, drop and a turn. So I know that it's going to be one of those two things coming. So I know I can go like this and hold on to the thing, or I can hold on to the cart. Like, I know which one I'm doing. I'm doing this thing all ride, just moving back and forth. And I call the Space Mountain at Disney World the Backcracker, because there's one giant drop and then there's one really big lift that you go up after you do a drop. And I always somehow end up in the back row, like the sixth cart. And I swear to you, I get like 6 feet off the chair. I swear. It's like my life flashes before my eyes every single time I ride that ride. And I'm a fan, but I'm not a fan, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun, but I don't want to die. So it's like...
Yes, that's how I feel. Like, roller coasters, they like give me like palpitations. Like, it depends because there's some that I really like. Like, I love Slinky Dog and Mine Train. I think they're just adorable, and I can do those. But Space Mountain, if I have to get on it, I would much rather get on the one that is in Disneyland, California, because the setup is a little different. Instead of sitting one in front of the other, you're sitting side by side.
So you feel safer.
Agreed. Yes. I feel like I'm not just gonna fall off and just yeah.
Which I will tell you, you need to ride Space Mountain during the Christmas party.
Oh, okay.
They have a Christmas overlay at Space Mountain, and they have like green and red and white strobe lights going everywhere and lasers, and they're playing like rock and roll Christmas music.
Oh, it's cute.
And you can see things. You can actually see the whole entire ride at one point because the lights are so bright. But it's like it's not as eerie feeling because you don't really understand what's going on because you're so focused on the music, and then you hit a drop, and then you focus on the music and you get a lift, and it's like it's one of those things where you're just like I almost lost like 3 of my items on me during it. Like I had like the lights, the Christmas lights, they were on my head when I got off the ride. Like it was, I feel like it's getting faster and faster every single day, or I'm just getting older and older as the time goes on. I don't know.
I need to try that. You know, I feel like Space Mountain for me is a little scary. So we did it during the Halloween party. So it's pitch black. And I was not, so I got guilted into doing that because we did it last year with my niece and nephew. And they were like, oh, Melissa, please, pretty please, come on. I'm like, oh, all right, I'm going. So I couldn't say no. So,
which I agree with this, by the way.
I would rather have Carousel.
The Carousel Progress song, I agree with that so much more than Small World. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Okay, would you rather have the Small World song or the Tiki Room song?
Neither.
Neither. You can't say neither.
I just did. If I had to choose, it'd be Small World. Tiki Room is bleh.
Tiki Room.
We went on Tiki Bird for the first time ever last year, and we got in there, we're like, oh, this is cool looking, this is kind of cool, like look at all the tiki birds and all this stuff going on, awesome. When we started, we were like, what's happening, like what is going on here? And we were like, is it over yet, can we leave please, like this is so bad. It was so bad.
The Tiki Room?
Yes.
Yeah, like I don't know, a lot of people love Tiki Room, and I feel like, Lizzie, let me know if you agree with this. I feel like it's kind of like Small World, where like people either really love it or really hate it. Like I don't know, I can't really get into it. I've only done it like maybe 2 or 3 times, but I mean, I think it's
Funko Pop, by the way.
Which one?
The Tiki Bird Room Funko Pops.
Oh, I mean, I feel like the merch is pretty cool. I think the merch is cool. I think it's a really cool concept. But if I would have a choice between Tiki Room and something else, I'll probably do something else.
Tiki Birds or Country Bear Jamboree?
Country Bears.
Still Tiki Room, I think.
I would do Country Bear all the way.
Country Bears.
I love listening to Drunk Big Al. Like I love listening to Drunk Big Al. He's like my favorite thing.
I just think it's really funny. I think the Country Bear Jamboree, it's really funny. And I feel like it has its little like adult jokes in there. Oh, and I enjoy a little better that I enjoy it more than the Tiki Room. I think it's like one of those things where like you can bring kids, but then the parents get a kick out of it too. You're like,
the triplets
really happen.
The triplets singing their song.
Yeah,
I forget exactly how it goes, but I remember that there's like.
I would sing it for you, but I don't know if that's.
Oh, okay, then. Let's not get us banned.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad, but if you listen to the words, it's like, okay, that's an adult thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's been a while since last time I did the Country Bears, but I do remember every time I go, I'm like, this isn't Disney. I'm not in Universal right now. Like, because I feel like Universal Studios, they get away with more like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like they have this like horror makeup like show in Universal Studios. I don't know if you guys have done it. It's kind of like a sci-fi makeup show and stunts and stuff like that. So every time they do the show, they kind of, I don't say they bash Disney a little bit, but they'll say something like, we're in Universal, we can be mean to kids, this is not Disney. And like I always find that really funny because Universal, I feel like they can kind of get away with like more adult jokes and more adult things. So I don't know, but yeah, going back to Country Bear Jamboree, I think it's funny.
There's somewhere on Disney property where they say we're not those parks, or we're or something like that. We can't do that because we're not at the other parks.
Really?
Yeah, I cannot remember where I heard it from, but there was a show that they said something, and I want to say it may be Indiana Jones.
Oh,
The
you know
stunt,
what?
the
Maybe.
stunt spectacular. I think that the hosts come out and they say something. I don't remember what it is, but I'm pretty sure someone on property says something like that.
I think it's too funny how they
Yeah.
both kind of like take digs, and they kind of like
I mean,
because
everybody know who's alpha. Everybody knows who's in charge of Orlando, but like Universal wants to be like, we close, but not really.
Yeah, I feel like if you were to rate the parks in Orlando, definitely Disney, then Universal, SeaWorld. Like,
Well, okay. Disney, Universal, and then SeaWorld's off screen.
yeah, that's what I was doing. I was like Disney, Universal, SeaWorld,
in the dirt. Like, I would rather go to like the fun spot than so I've been to SeaWorld twice now, or 3 times since December, because we became annual pass holders, because we wanted something to do in between June and July whenever we were blocked out from Disney. So we were going to get Aquatica. We were going to be able to go to the water parks. We were going to go see all the animals and ride the rides. And we went one time in, I think it was January or February. And I was like, we good. Like, we don't need to go back. So like we did everything in one day, and we were like, we're done. Like, this is not, for every, I'll just say this is my point, that my main difference in SeaWorld to Disney is that for every one SeaWorld associate, you're going to see like 10 Disney cast members. So the number of people in comparison of workers that are working there is like night and day with SeaWorld and Disney.
Yeah.
Like, SeaWorld will have one person running one ride.
right?
And then Disney will have literally 25 people running just the loading area.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the
agree.
main difference for me from SeaWorld, but SeaWorld's also not as clean.
I agree with you on that. And Mark, the nerd bar, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm glad that you made it. And Peanut Butter, hi. Also super funny if you guys were wondering what that one line from Country Bear Jamboree is. The Jody and Lorelai have just put it on the chat. So definitely not like super Disney friendly to have that on the Jamboree.
I didn't want to say it because it's a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna highlight it, but if you guys are curious, just look at the chat. I think it's pretty funny. But I agree with you on that. I think that SeaWorld is not as clean, but it also goes to show how Disney is like a much bigger company, and they're, like you said, like the alpha, because then after that, I would say the cleanest and most organized would be Universal, and then, like you say, all the way at the bottom, SeaWorld. But I also feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, years ago, there was this one documentary called Blackfish, which kind of talked about how how SeaWorld was getting all these like orcas and just I feel like it definitely puts SeaWorld in like a really bad light. And I think that SeaWorld probably took a big hit. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I read, or maybe it was on the documentary, that they're not allowed to get any more orcas. So, but orcas do live for like 50 years. So right now they are stuck with what they have. I believe they can't breed them either. So
they're not allowed to breed them.
Right. So right now we're just seeing the last of the orcas. They are like, that's it. So I feel like, I don't know if you guys feel the same, but I feel like SeaWorld then, might not be there that much longer. I mean, right now they have the orcas, but they have other animals and things like that. But I think that, I don't know how much longer.
Their logo is the orca.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how much longer they're going to hang out.
I will tell you though, so SeaWorld has their own version of like the Food and Wine Festival. So every year they do their own little thing where they have booths all over the property that have food that you can buy. And as an annual pass holder, you get a discount on food and merch. Whereas when you go to, let's say, Epcot, and you want to buy, let's say, the pretzel and soup from Canada during the festival, and you go buy it, it's $5. You don't get a discount on it. SeaWorld will give you a discount on every single thing you buy. Like, every single thing. Like, I went and got a refill on one of our drink cups. It was 99 cents. They asked me if I was an annual pass holder because they wanted to give me a discount on it. So it's like in that aspect, they're doing better because they're offering discounts like their actual annual pass holder thing says. Whereas if you go to Disney, you don't really know what you get. You don't know what discounts you get and where you get them, because in one quick service meal you'll get a discount, but then you go to the next one and they're like, we don't offer discounts here. But it's like, why is this quick service offering discount but this one's not?
Right.
Why do only the sit down restaurants that are more expensive offer the discount, and then all merch is discounted? But whereas at SeaWorld, you're like, every single thing is discounted.
Yeah.
Whereas Disney, you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah. No, that's true. And the one thing though is that from the last time I went to SeaWorld, I feel like also their food options are not that great. Like when you go there, I think we ate at some kind of restaurant that was it was like shark inspired, something shark, where when you go in, it's similar to the coral reef. There's like a tank inside. Food was okay. Like I feel like they didn't really have that many options in SeaWorld, but then again, it is a much smaller park. I think it's smart, like you said, Josh, for them to then offer more discounts on more stuff so that what they do
It
have
makes you want to
is
buy
more
more.
appealing. Yes, it's more appealing to people, to the guest. Um, but definitely SeaWorld is kind of like at the bottom of my list. I mean, we do go there because, my husband's in the military, and then he does get to go in for free. So whenever we have time, and we are in Florida, we do go and check out SeaWorld, and just to kind of see the different shows they have. They have a show with like penguins that is like really cute. But I think that I would definitely much rather go to Universal before going to SeaWorld like any day. Plus, I love the Wizarding World of Harry Potter there.
I've never seen any of them or read the books.
I've seen only 2 movies, read 0 books.
If I go to Universal, it's going to be during December time because I want to go to Grinchmas and I want to meet the Grinch. That's the only time that I'm going to go to Universal, and I want to meet the Who's.
Oh, that's cute. Have you tried the butterbeer though? Hold on. Let me rewind. Have you been to Universal yet?
I went to Universal when I was a kid, when I was like 10.
Ooh, okay. So when you go and you meet the Grinch, you need to definitely try the butterbeer on like the Harry Potter side of the park because it is delicious. And I know butter beer sounds kind of gross, but it is really good.
I know my brother loves it, so I feel like I would not hate it.
Yeah.
But
if you try it, I would say to go for the frozen butterbeer. I mean, they both taste the same, but I think frozen is a little better. What do you think, Lizzie? I know that this is kind of like your world right there.
I don't actually like butterbeer. My butterbeer of choice is the ice cream. I'm not sure whether they do it in Universal. They do it in the making of Harry Potter down in London, because Harry Potter is kind of all us British people have as a claim to fame, really. I just don't like butterbeer. I think it's a bit too sweet because it tastes to me a bit like cream soda, and I don't like cream soda. It's sort of like, I saw somebody make it once. It's like if you put butterscotch into cream soda, and I like
so
butterscotch,
sweet.
but yeah, it's like death by sweetness, basically. I'm not a massive fan, but everything else in the Harry Potter side of the park, I absolutely love. I haven't been since 2015 though.
You know, that kind of makes me think of is the butterbeer is the LeFou's brew.
Yeah, okay.
It will probably taste the same or similar.
But LeFou's brew is apples. It's frozen apple juice.
Yeah, I've had both. I don't think LeFou's brew is that tasty. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, I am. You see, I tried it because I love butterbeer so much. I was like, oh, like you said, it looks pretty similar. Maybe it's pretty good.
Like the marshmallow thing throws me off. That's where I'm like, the marshmallow cream inside of it.
Yeah.
With the apples, and then like there's something else in it.
I think I refuse to taste it because the sound of the flavors just put me off.
Yeah.
I think my mom had some.
We went one time, me and my brother, we went into Gaston's Tavern and we went up to the counter and we simply said, hey, we are not able to have a lot of sugar. We're not able to have a lot of sweets. Do you think that we could just simply get a little cup of LeFou's brew because we want to taste it?
Right.
We just want a little quick taste of it. We don't want a whole lot. We just want to taste it without all the stuff. He goes, yeah, sure, that's fine. He goes and gets the biggest cup he has and fills it to the top with LeFou's brew and goes, here you go, and gives both of us a cup. And we were like, was this man not listening? Like, like, so we went and tried it, and we got about halfway through, and we were like, no, garbage. We threw the rest of it away. It's one of those things where it's extremely sweet to the point where it hurts your teeth. Kind of sweet. So
yeah, my mum loved it, but my mum loves sweet things.
Well, the butterbeer I really love. LeFou's brew, not so much. And since we're talking about like park drinks, I mean, blue milk and green milk, Galaxy's Edge.
I like the blue.
I didn't like them.
If I had to pick one to drink one more time, it would be blue.
Yeah, if I had to choose, it would be blue.
Yeah, blue is like a pina colada flavor to me. It kind of tastes like pineapple coconut kind of situation, whereas the other one tastes like they were soaking Skittles in a cup.
My boyfriend thought that the green milk tasted like soap, and I don't know how he knows what soap tastes like, but what we did with the green was we poured some blue in, and it made it a little bit nicer.
Okay.
I could withstand it a bit better, but I didn't really like either. I had a drink in the canteen I really liked, but I can't remember for the life of me what it was called. Was it Jet Juice? I'm gonna take a guess at Jet Juice or something like that. It was bright blue and it was really nice.
Really? Like, I did hear people were having their blue milks and green milks with alcohol. I don't know if that would
they offer that.
Yeah, I don't know if that would make it taste better. I feel like if anything, it would probably intensify the flavor. But
yeah,
I don't know. I couldn't pick blue or green. So when we went in February, my husband and I, we both had like the drinks, and we're like, we'll just share. Neither one of us could finish them, and we just had one of each. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't. And he was like, chug it. I'm like, I can't.
The consistency is not good either.
No,
like the consistency of the drink is not that enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you first drink it, it's really smooth, and then it starts to get chunky.
Yeah, it's a bit like a slush that hasn't properly broken down the ice, isn't it?
It's like, to me, the blue and green milk, everybody, I feel like every YouTuber, every Instagrammer goes and gets it just for a picture because they want it for the picture, and they want to put it in front of like Kylo's ship or for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like a mix between a slushie and a milkshake.
Yeah.
Because it's very icy flavor, tasting like a slushie, but it's also thick like a milkshake.
Yeah, it's
and that really combination.
Yeah, there's certain combinations that can just put you off the second it hits your lips, and it's usually because of the consistency rather than the taste. Like, your mind just doesn't know what to make of it. Is it a slush? Is it a milkshake? What is it? And it doesn't help when it tastes like soap either.
Well, when you're drinking it and then all of a sudden you get a big giant chunk of just drink, it's like...
Oh, I know. I'm trying to find my pictures from when we went to Galaxy's Edge. And when you said that all the YouTubers or Instagrammers were taking pictures, I was thinking in my head, guilty.
No,
I don't think I did.
Because I took it and went right over to Kylo's ship and was like, trying to get the best picture I could of the whole thing. Because it's like everybody wants it. I will tell you right now, the cup is it's very small for the price you pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I like $8 or something.
Yeah. But I also feel like they picked the right size cup because no one's going to finish it.
Yeah.
I agree. Let me found it's funny because I really wanted to like the blue milk because that's all I heard, that the blue milk was like the best, and to me they were both kind of like, even my pal was like, not my cup of tea. Like, I just I don't know. I mean, they were both kind of, I don't know.
Gross.
And I think that, I feel like this was Disney's way of also competing with butterbeer. but
Maybe.
no, like I really wanted to like this because there was so much hype around blue milk and green milk, and no, I would much rather have LeFou's drink any day before the blue milk or the green milk.
I think they were
Yeah.
very smart in order to bring the blue and green milk in because it was something that every single Star Wars fan has wanted to try. It's like the gray stuff from
Okay,
Yeah.
from Beauty and the
like
Beast.
that's right. So that's to me is what I compare it to. Okay, come on, camera. So in my mind, that's their comparison was like you watch Beauty and the Beast and you see that scene, you're like, oh my god, the gray stuff. What is that? I want some. And
Yeah.
then you go and watch the blue milk, him drinking blue milk at his home, and you're like, I wonder what that tastes like.
Not good.
And then you go and try it, and you're like, bleh, bleh, bleh. Like,
I know. It's like a couple years ago, we went to the Food and Wine Festival, and a lot of people know. I think you might know, Lizzie, that I love Hanson, the Hanson brothers,
Yeah.
the Bob brothers. I love them. So a couple years ago, I think 2018, went to the Food and Wine Festival, and they were showcasing their beer. They made their own beer. It's called Hop. So I was so excited. So I was like, I need to try this, and I'm gonna love it. I bought the beer and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't drink this. And then I was trying to chug it too. And I'm like, I can't. Oh my God. So that's how I feel about the blue and green milk. I really wanted to like it because I don't know, they just looked cool. There was so much hype about it. I couldn't finish the beer either. I was with a couple friends and I was like, you guys want to try this beer? Everybody that tried it were like, ugh. And I was like, who wants to finish it? And everybody's like, yeah, no, not me. So I really want to chug it, but I just ended up dumping it. And just like the
we threw
green
ours
and
away
blue
too.
milk.
We threw ours away too.
Yeah, like, I didn't
I
like
will tell
it.
you, I'm not a beer fan. I don't drink beer when it comes to that subject. But I
Yeah.
will tell you that, hi LJ.
Hey,
that,
LJ.
Germany has a beer in Epcot called a grapefruit. It's a grapefruit beer.
Okay.
And it's like a pinkish, orangish color beer. And it is so freaking delicious. And I don't drink beer because I hate the flavor of beer. But
Yeah.
this like takes it to another level. And I don't really like flavored beers because they never taste like the actual flavor. But like this grapefruit beer was so bomb.
Yeah, I'm not a beer drinker either, but if I have to drink it, maybe like something that is like citrusy, like I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think this might be a German beer too, like a Lincoln Kugel or something like that. The summer shandy one, which has like a citrusy like taste to it. So I can only imagine that's maybe similar to what you're saying, Josh. But that's the only way that because I would much rather have like a cocktail like vodka cranberry,
A margarita.
wine, margarita, a passion fruit margarita. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I'll take any kind of margarita. I don't even care. It just needs to be a margarita. I'm just not a beer fan. It tastes gross.
Yeah. What are you, Lizzie? Are you a beer drinker or a cocktail drinker? If you had to pick one,
Wine.
It's a bit difficult because I haven't drank since like New Year's, I think.
Okay.
But I'm blueberry vodka.
Vodka?
Funnily enough. Yeah, blueberry vodka in lemonade tastes a lot like a sweet we have here in the UK, which are called Love Hearts. They're like little tiny, they're like sweet tablets, and they're really, really nice. And that's my drink of choice. But it's hard to get. I don't think there's anything in Epcot I would have that's available year round, but I've always wanted to try the Froze because it sounds really different because it's just frozen wine, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it tastes good. I'm just reading the comments too. I saw that Park Pioneer, if you hate the flavor of beer, get a snake bite in the UK Pavilion.
Never heard
Interesting.
of that, but now I want to try it.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know what other drinks are in the UK Pavilion because to me, the most iconic drink in the UK is a Jaeger bomb, which is Jägermeister with Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
that is a drink of choice as well.
My favorite thing to do in the UK area is the tea store.
Oh yeah.
My brother is obsessed with tea. and he thinks he's so fancy. Like, he thinks he's like the crap. Like, he's like, I drink tea. And we're like,
Yep.
yeah, but we're like, okay, calm down, sis. But he's like, we love going in there because it's just like, you go to your store and you go to like Walmart or something and you look at the tea and it's just like tea on a shelf. It just looks so much more elevated in the tea shop at the Kingdom Pavilion. I don't know why. But like, I go in there, I'm just like, I want to buy it all, and I don't even drink tea.
I imagine if I go there, I would just see the tea that I drink back home because I just have the plain Twinings English breakfast.
Yeah.
I actually have that at work. I have Yorkshire tea at home, but I have Twinings at work because I like to feel more sophisticated.
Right. Feel a little bougie.
Yeah, it's the posh tea.
Yeah, I'm not much of a tea person. I have tea once in a blue moon, but I don't add anything to my tea. It's funny because Lizzie and I were talking about tea not long ago. And Lizzie, you add what? Milk and sugar?
Yeah, I have milk and one sugar.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand.
I'm like it with coffee as well. I have to have cream and like 3 or 4 sugars in a coffee.
Well, we do that too, but we just drink tea with honey and that's it.
See, I don't like honey.
I also prefer cold tea over hot tea because then I'm like, I don't want to drink something that's gonna make me sweat.
Yeah.
So
true. Yeah, I'm not much of a tea drinker, but when I do drink it, like if I have like chamomile tea or like or black tea or whatever tea, I just have it as it is. I wait for it to cool off a little bit so it's not like super hot, and I'll just drink it as is. I haven't tried adding sugar or honey to it. Definitely not milk
or cream.
Yeah.
or cream.
I don't think you're supposed to have milk with chamomile anyway because it's like a herbal tea. But traditional breakfast tea, most people will have at least milk, if not sugar as well. But I can't drink it without sugar, so I have to have sugar.
Okay.
I have gotten into peach iced tea though. Peach iced tea, I'm absolutely obsessed with at the minute.
Okay. That's good. I might need to try it out.
Yeah.
Are you going to Disney anytime soon, Melissa?
So I'm so heartbroken about that. I told Lizzie I had to cancel my reservation, my hotel reservation, my resort reservation. Yeah, we have to postpone. So my job here in New Jersey, if we go to Florida, at least for the rest of the year, they won't let us go back for 2 weeks. So it's something that I can't do right now. And then my husband's job, so he's in the military and they need to approve his leave, and they're not approving leave for him to go to Florida because of, they see it as like a high, center for what's going on around right now. So unfortunately, because of both of our jobs, we're not able to go. But I so wish I could go. Like, I see everybody's in Disney right now. Like, I know that Mary from the Musketeers is there, and so is Cameron from They Tipper in Disney. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I was there.
Yeah, I'm blacked out, so I can't go until August.
Okay.
August 8th is the earliest I can go back because of my pass.
Okay.
And I went on and was trying to get a reservation, so I thought they were going to lift the blackout dates for people because we haven't been able to go. And unfortunately, that's not true. And I got a reservation for the 8th and the 9th of August. And we just came to the conclusion that it's not safe to spend the night in any hotel for that matter, just because you don't know how properly they're going to clean it or not from the person that was there before. So we decided that we're going to go down on the 8th just for the day and just get our Disney love in for a little bit and then be good for a while. Like, I feel like we're going to go do our little thing, be in the park for a minute, buy some merchandise, get the 30% off. We can use the 30% off because we get it until the 16th. Pass holders do. And then I think we're going to be good for a while. I think we'll be set for at least till September, October, maybe. Because I need to get, living in Florida and living 2 hours away, I was going once to twice a week.
Yeah, it's a big change.
And then for it to be shut off immediately and then not being able to go anymore. And then also not the Disney stores haven't reopened here either, like in our mall. So I can't even go to my Disney store to do anything.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to go on the 8th. We haven't decided. We have a reservation for Hollywood Studios, but Hollywood Studios has been looking like a regular Hollywood Studios day. Like it's just as busy at Hollywood Studios right now as it is normally. So that's a lie, but it looks like it is. So we may change it to Animal Kingdom or Epcot because we don't think it's worth the risk going to Hollywood Studios. Plus, all the lines are super long. So.
Yeah. No, definitely. So our plan is, if things change with our jobs a little bit, maybe we could try to go for like a long weekend, like 5 days or so, either in November or December. Hopefully, the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is going on because I know,
So.
yeah, because I know the Halloween party they're not doing it this year. When they did start the Food and Wine Festival early, because it typically starts like towards the end of August. But I know that I heard that the Food and Wine Festival has some like things from the Flower and Garden kind of sprinkled in too, since it kind of got cut short. But
So how they're doing it, because I watched a bunch of videos about it, and I've been keeping up, like watching videos and looking on Instagram and things like that.
yeah,
They opened up Epcot with Food and Wine, but it's not Food and Wine.
okay,
It's Flower and Garden merchandise with Flower and Garden booths.
okay.
And then Food and Wine pins just got released. The Food and Wine merchandise just got released in the parks. And then the Food and Wine food booths are going to be opening up when the Food and Wine was originally supposed to be opening up.
Morning,
So,
go with that.
I go with
So
that.
it's a weird combination of the two.
Right. So it's
Yeah.
like they're calling it Food and Wine, but it's technically not Food and Wine because none of the Food and Wine food booths are open and none of the merchandise was released. So I don't know why they just didn't say Flower and Garden continued or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because basically what it is, you're walking around right now and it's Food and Wine food. I mean, Flower and Garden food and Flower and Garden merchandise.
Yeah,
So,
that's just Flower and Garden.
right. But like I know we're talking about pins. They just released the Food and Wine pins to the park. So Epcot has them. And then they have the new limited edition Food and Wine merchandise. That's the pins for say. So those are out now. So I'm thinking about when we go, we can get it. I try to get a reservation. I think Epcot's the only thing available. So I may go to Epcot just so I can see if I can get some of the new merchandise from the Food and Wine.
Ooh, I need some of those pins. I forget if I've seen already a preview for the Food and Wine pins. I need some.
They're pretty. They're really
They
pretty.
usually
Plus I'll
are
get
pretty.
30% off.
All right. So I'm gonna be sending you a DM later. I'll see if you can hook a girl up.
Yes, we get 30% off on all merchandise, and I'm super excited. They re-released the Flower and Garden mystery boxes
Oh, those are
from
pretty.
the little blue boxes with all the little pots and things that are
Yeah.
in them. They had those available. That's coming from Disney Pin Blogs at the time. So Disney Pin Blogs has a picture up on his Instagram of the pins. You can barely see them because it's kind of far. It's kind of far, but they are they're pretty. And Remy from Ratatouille is one of the main characters of Food and Wine, and he's one of our favorites in this house. So the pins are definitely worth it.
Yeah, I love Remy. It's usually Figment though, isn't it, for Food and Wine?
What is it?
Isn't it usually Figment in a chef's uniform, usually?
I think that is, he's there, but I'm pretty sure they do the hide and squeak for Food and Wine.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what is happening to my screen?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to share the Disney Pins blog Instagram page. So I do see that they already have some of the Food and Wine. This is Downtown Disney. So these are from California. So let me see if I can find the other pins right here real quick. These are super cute, by the way. The ones that the little happiness mystery pins. There's so many different pin releases here, but I'm trying to see if I can locate.
The pins that you just showed were from California?
Yeah, it looks like it was said Downtown Disney on here. So let me go back here on the post. So it says Downtown Disney. So that should be California, because looks like this just looks like
But he's not. Isn't he from Florida?
yes, but you know how people send him pictures? So I think so this should be California, Downtown Disney.
Pin Traders is from where? Is that Downtown Disney in California?
I think that's also called correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh no, I see Disneyland on there. Yeah, it's Disneyland.
So yeah, I'll have to try to see if I can find it later. But I do know that those I do know that those mystery pins from the Flower and Garden were so pretty. The little pods, because I really wanted the chip one. I have one a chip from Beauty and the Beast. So we'll see. I definitely need to get some more pins for sure. Like the ones from Shop Disney aren't enough.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh my goodness, guys, we are way past the hour and a half. Poor Lizzie. This is Lizzie's dinner time. I kept her here a little longer. But oh my gosh, I feel like this hour and 40 minutes definitely flew by. We had a lot to talk about, and it's been so fun with Josh here. Yeah, definitely the hour definitely flew by. And as usual, guys, if let's see what everybody has coming. Josh, you're our guest. So what do you have going on your channel? Like what's new this week?
For me, I have a lot of Funko topics, like I said earlier. I have a lot of unboxings coming up. I have some swaps that are coming up. They are swaps that are between me and just two other people. I have a birthday haul coming up. My birthday was back in June, but I haven't recorded the video, so that's gonna be coming up. Everything that I was given for my birthday. It's a lot of Funko topics. I'm going to be making a video soon about the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives that are coming out, and my opinions and things about that. But really, it's just Funko-related videos. It's something that I really, really enjoy talking about. So unboxings and hauls. I have a haul of like 20-something Funkos that I bought in the past month. So that's something that they're all literally right there. So that's a video that's gonna be coming out soon. It hasn't been recorded, but that's something that's coming out. And that's basically it. It's a lot of Funkos, and then starting in August, we're gonna start going back to Disney, so it'll start being a lot more vlogs and Disney World related topics and movie and videos. So, and I didn't know if this was the right time to do this, but I thought I would do it before we end.
Oh.
I thought, because this is my first time ever being on Geeking Out with MellyMel's live stream, and since it is a collector's themed video, I thought I would give away a pin set.
Yay!
So last year I went to the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot, and I picked up a pin set. This is a limited release. But it's just the set of all of Minnie Mouse and all the different pins. I do not collect pins anymore, and I needed this to go to someone that would actually really enjoy it. So I thought it'd be a great opportunity to give it away. And the easiest and the fairest way that I thought would be, and the quickest way, would be for everybody in the comment section, if you are still here, comment your guess on how many Funko Pops I have. And if you are on the exact amount, or if the person that's closest to my amount that I have currently, you'll win. And I will actually get those shipped out to you either today or tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. No, not today, tomorrow. So if you take a guess in the comment section, how many Funko Pops I have total in my collection, then I will go ahead and get these shipped out. You can just simply message me on Instagram with your address, and I will get those in a package and get those shipped out tomorrow, because I have a whole bunch of packages going out tomorrow. So, and I will say it's more than 100, less than 300. So Take your guesses. Take your guesses. Take your guesses.
All right, well, this is exciting. Yeah, this is definitely a fun way to end the stream. We still have 14, 15 people on the chat. So, guys, definitely, I also posted it on the chat. So, comment below how many Funko Pops does Josh have for a chance to win this really awesome pin set. I mean, Josh, if you want to show it one more time, I'm going to make the full screen one more time so that if there are people still coming in right now, they can see what they can get. I think that pin set is beautiful. I love the colors. I mean, pink and purple are my favorite colors. And Food and Wine Festival is my favorite Epcot festival. It is a limited release set, so we know that it is limited. And then I think it's so pretty. And yeah, it's retails for $30. But then again, I mean, pins, they do go up in value. So most likely this pin set is worth a lot more than $30. So, I mean, how pretty. And then you have, is it Mickey and Minnie?
It's just, yeah, it's Mickey and Minnie. There's two Mickey and two Minnie. But this one says, I have great taste. And if you get this pin set, you have great taste.
Oh, I totally agree with you. So, yeah, I think we can, I mean, Lizzie, if you're still good, let's see if we can give it an extra 10 minutes just to make it an even 2 hours. And hopefully people can keep on saying their guesses so that we can announce the winner once our 2 hours are up. And then, yeah, definitely whoever wins, make sure that you message Josh. I'm actually going to drop Josh's Instagram link right below so that you can possibly win this awesome pin set. I mean, what do you think, Lizzie?
That's a really, really generous prize because, I mean, like you say, it's $30 then, but it's going to be worth so much more because it's limited and it's got a year on it. I never used to collect things that had years on it, and then I realised if you get it from that trip, you'll always remember that it was from that trip rather than just a random pin, having to try and remember what trip you bought it on. Like, I do really like the year ones now, and to be honest, I want to enter, but that's not fair to everybody else, so let someone in the chat win.
Yeah, I try to when I go to festivals, when I go to the opening festivals, I try, when I was collecting pins, I was getting a lot of the merchandise, like one festival pin that had the festival name on it and then the year. Because it's kind of like a remembrance thing, like, oh, I was there, that was cool, I was there that day, and I was there that year, and I was able to participate in that festival. Like, I still have some left. I have the Food and Wine Festival from pin from last year too, and it's the Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, that's so cute. And I even collect Winnie the Pooh, but that's adorable.
That's adorable.
It's kind of cool, but it's sad that I'm getting out of pins, but at the same time, it's like more to focus on Funko. So
yeah, so we have a lot of guesses on here, Josh.
Has anybody gotten
one
close?
person that's super close.
Further down, we have more.
No, this one, the one you have on the screen right now.
That's the amount?
No, that's not the amount. That's super, super close.
Okay. So, and you saw everything we have. We started, Katrina had 129, then Jody and Laura Life said 150, LJ the Geek said 169, Park Pioneers at 465, Dole Whip Dad had said 175, then Anthony Bautista had said 232, then LJ the Geek said over 650, then
Wrong.
Park Pioneer then Park Pioneers at 275, then LJ the Geek said 240, then Dole Whip Dad said 200, then Anthony Batista said 217, which is where we are right now. Then Anthony Batista said 169, and then we have Katrina that said 219.
Katrina and Anthony are very close.
Oh my gosh, then Anthony said 214, then LJ the Geek said 230.
Very, 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 very close.
Where we are right now.
Which I have to show you this, by the way, and I think y'all will get a kick out of it. I was sent this yesterday in a box. I haven't even. It's going to go up next week in a video. These are some fantasy pins. I don't collect fantasy pins, but I was given this because they're just insanely beautiful. It is.
Let me make you full screen.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah,
social distancing pins. With like the masks. Like little Cricket has a mask. It's so cute.
Oh, I love it.
They're just so cute. I don't collect fantasy pins, but I was like, I have to have these to remember this year.
So we have more guesses. So after LJ the Geek said 230, Park Pioneer said 220, and
Wrong direction.
Katrina said 218. And then Anthony Batista also said 218. Then LJ the Geek said 225. Dole Whip Dad said 223. And that's where we are right now.
It's Katrina and Anthony, go lower.
Okay.
And you're almost there. You're almost there. Everybody's almost there.
So lower.
Final guesses. Final guesses. Final guesses.
So I know that Anthony Batista had 214. So I guess we got to go a little lower than that, right?
Anthony's close. Anthony's the closest so far.
He said two. So we have Katrina said 217. Then Anthony said 216.
Y'all are so close. You're right there. It's not even those. So LJ and the Geek, or LJ the Geek, LG won. LJ got it.
LJ got it?
Yeah, 215.
Okay, perfect. Yep, I just saw it on my end. All right, awesome. Well, congratulations, LJ. Just make sure that you message Josh. Oh, let me put you to full screen.
So no, LJ was just saying on his comment real quick that he says that he thinks the Fire Lizard should be a pop made like Fire Jack Jack, but this one actually has the fire is Bruni, but if you can see in the back there's pink.
I do love that pop.
Yeah, he's got fire on him. If you can see it back there. So he definitely has fire on him. So.
All right, so let me fix this real quick. So I'm sorry, LJ. I thought he said he was saying 215, but I think you were talking about the Funko Pops, right?
No, LJ won. It was 215.
Oh, I'm getting all confused. I'm sorry. Because when I said 215, you were like, oh no, LJ's right about the lizard. So I thought that I messed up. All right. So it is
LJ won, yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, LJ. You did win. You know, I just felt like when we had the Miss Universe pageant years ago and Steve Harvey said, yeah. I just totally felt like I had the Steve Harvey moment. I'm like, and the winner is, and then like, hold on, no, is it the winner? Okay. Well, yes, you did win, LJ. Sorry about that. So exciting. I am going to drop Josh's link one more time on the chat so that you can message Josh.
Yeah, send me a quick message and I will get those out to you tomorrow, LJ.
Awesome. Yeah, I know. Congratulations. And we've had so much fun. And then, Lizzie, what do you have going on this week in your channel? What's coming up?
Okay, it's taken until episode 4 for me to actually be ready for this question. So I always say I've forgotten, don't I? So on Tuesday, I've got a little life update because I've got some news to share with my job and the moving house and the Disney trip that got cancelled. And then on Friday is my Disney Tsum Tsum collection. We are doing Mickey and Friends and the Around the World Tsum Tsums that I have. And then on Saturday, it is the final room tour of this bedroom before I pack it up to move. So that one was really sad for me because I filmed it and then I started packing and then I edited it and I can see how much difference there is in my room. I mean, I don't know if you can see behind me, the pin boards that were on my wall have gone. And that was sad to do because I was really proud of those pin boards and they're all packed up. But yeah, just moving videos basically this week. What about you, Mel?
So with me, it's been a little bit of a crazy week. So this week I only had been able to put out a video on Monday, which was my Gadgets and Gizmos collaboration with Lizzie. You were a part of that collaboration.
Yeah.
It was so exciting to have you be a part of it. So I did that on Monday. Like I said, a couple of things happened during the week, so I wasn't able to put out videos, but we do have a video coming out later this afternoon. It's a magic mail video from friends. So I got some pins and some other goodies to show you. So that's that. I also have the Jungle Cruise video coming up, and then just, you know, more Disney fun. And of course, next Sunday, we're going to have the Disney Collector Chat on Lizzie's channel. So we do this every Sunday at, I like that, Josh, every Sunday at 11 a.m. And then we just rotate. Today was on my channel, next week on Lizzie's, and so on. But yeah, I am so excited. We had awesome friends on the chat. Everybody, thanks for joining in. LJ, again, thank you so much for participating. Everybody, you know, LJ, congratulations. Josh, thanks so much for coming. It was definitely,
thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was so fun. You definitely gotta come back again when you're available, because these 2 hours flew by. Like in the whole time, we just had so much to talk about. I mean, this was definitely super fun.
Yes, for sure.
Alrighty, guys, and yeah, again, congratulations, LJ. And he did say that he loves pins. I know that LJ loves Funko Pop, so I think we are kind of
He said he has
slowly.
like 650.
I know. So you see, we're making our Funko friends into
Making dreams come true.
and making dreams come true. Yeah. And yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Deal with that, Jeff. Thanks so much for stopping by. LJ, Jody, and Laura, Park Pioneer, Antonio, everybody, thank you so much. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful weekend. And we will see you guys next Sunday on Lizzie's channel at 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. British Standard Time? Britain Standard Time.
Yeah, British.
British. There you go. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you next week. Bye.